Are you carrying around guilt that you shouldn't be, that is stripping velocity away from you? Hi, this is Ron Carr, your velocity mindset expert. Mel Stoudemire was a great pitcher for the New York Yankees in the 1960s and 70s. He went on to become a major league coach for the Yankees and won a couple of World Series. He had 3 sons. One of his sons is Todd Stoudemire. He also became a pitcher, but then he left baseball after his pitching days were over. He had a youngest brother. His name was Jason. Unfortunately, Jason was terminally ill in the early 2000s with leukemia. Todd jumped to the rescue. He realized he was a match for a bone marrow transplant, and he donated his bone marrow to his brother. Unfortunately, the bone marrow did not take, and Jason went into a coma and then died. Todd Stoudemire blamed himself for his younger brother's death. He never forgave himself. And imagine when you're carrying guilt that you shouldn't be carrying, how much velocity it stripped away from his life. He eventually went and sought out the help of a sports psychologist, Harvey Dorfman. They met for 12 hours. But in the first hour, Harvey asked him, listen, if you were asked to do this again, donate your bone marrow transplant, would you do it? And Todd responded in a heartbeat. And Harvey reminded him, but you did it already. You see, you did what you wanted to do and what you could do. Donate your bone marrow transplant. Unfortunately, it did not work. You had the power to donate it, but you did not have the power in this case to help your brother survive, and that's not on you. When Todd got through this roadblock, all of a sudden he gained momentum in his life and became an executive coach to some of the top executives in the country. It freed him. What are you carrying around in terms of guilt that you should not be owning? Now, some guilt may be justified, but at the end of the day, we all take on guilt for things that are beyond our control. And when that happens, ask yourself the same question that Harvey Dorfman asked Todd. A, would you do it again? If the answer is yes, you wanted to help somebody, great. Now, get real and ask yourself, but did you really have the power to change that person's circumstances? And when you realize that you did what you really were only capable of doing, and you didn't have the power to do anything else, that in itself will become liberating for you. And you will be losing a lot of that burden of guilt that you should not be carrying and that is holding you back. That's today's Velocity Mindset message. Please be good to yourself and others, and I'll see you in a couple of days.